Okay, so this is week 10. So at this point, it's like what, the 70-day mark. I want to go over something pretty simple but very important today. Uh, it's not, I didn't have time to learn some like very new topics, but this week I was focused on assignments because they were all pretty much due at the same time. Kind of piled up this week, and I was also planning on kind of what I wanted to do, like moving forward. But anyways, today I'm just gonna talk about cross validation, or specifically like k-fold cross validation, right? Um, so sorry, I don't have my pen, so this handwriting is gonna be really bad. But essentially, I want to talk about what this is. I know in a previous video I kind of talked about it a little bit, but I kind of just skimmed over like on a website. But today I kind of want to break it down. So k is representing an integer. So for example, let's say k is equal to, I don't know, 3. So if you recall how the training set and the testing set works, and you can have a validation data set too, but for the purpose of this, I'm just going to talk about a training set and a testing set, right? So there's two specific. So there's a train test and there's a test set, right? So there's these two different sets, and we'll use, I think maybe k equals 5 is a better example. So let's say you split it 80%, 20%, okay? So you could do 80%, 20%. So you do an 80-20 split, and then basically what's happening is 80% of this data is training and 20% of this data set is test, okay? So I'm going to do this, I'm going to represent it like this, kind of like this. So we have 5, and then we have that this whole set is the training and this is the test. So the train points to this and the test points to this, okay? So this is how you split it, right, generally. Now, if you don't do cross validation and you just do this once, the problem that arises is that it just so may happen that this the way the data is split, even though it's random, the way it's split, it could be unlucky and actually give you a false sense of accuracy. So like for example, sometimes maybe you do, your train test split, and then you run your algorithm and then it gives you 99% accuracy or something. That's usually when you want to be a little suspicious of the data. There could be data leakage, there could be, something wrong with the data. So that's why you always want to test this out. And also, um, maybe you get an insanely good result, and then when you split it a different way, you get an insanely bad result. So what I mean by, changing the way you split it up is, all right, let's say I divide this, right? Because I said k is equal to 5. That's the folds. I'm going to have 5 different folds. So fold 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now let's say I divide this a slightly different way. Maybe I divide it like this, and then this, and this. Okay? So that this is still training, this is still training, but now this is a test set, okay? So you kind of see the pattern, right? You're going to do this 5 different times. Um, there's 5 folds, so you're going to have to do this 5 different times because each one of these, how they're split at 20%, I'm just going to make this make sense. So this is 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%. So I have this 80%, which is my 80-20 split, right? So 20% of it will always represent a test set. And how I pick this 20% is going to be here, 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 or here. So it's going to be here once, 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 and going to be here once. And then whatever that it's not, the remaining of it will be the training data, okay? So it's going to do it 5 times. And then when you do this cross-validation, then you can verify that your accuracy is actually good. It's actually giving you, like, the accuracy is accurate, for a lack of better words. Um, so this method, I just wanted to emphasize this because it was talked about in one of my classes, but I kind of want to reemphasize this because this is really important. Uh, it's something that you should generally do because it's just a good way to verify that, whatever algorithms you're running or whatever it is, you're actually, you know, receiving correct information. Uh, so yeah, that's all I really want to talk about this week. Um, but yeah, 10 weeks have passed by, and hopefully by the next 10 week, by the 20th week, uh, I'll be somewhere where I kind of like know the direction that I'm taking. Right. All right. So I'll see you guys next week.